So this particular deck, the Afro-Brazilian Tarot, was on my wish list for years. I think like 15, 10 years. It's been a long time. And I put it on the list and I was like, one day I'm gonna get this deck. Because I collect a lot of decks from different, different cultures of African descent. So I always knew I was going to get this deck. But the other day I was on Amazon and I was like, it's time for me to show this deck. I want to see this. So today we are going to take out the Afro-Brazilian Tarot and see what we think of it. Underneath this video, I am an Amazon affiliate. So underneath this video, I'm going to put my affiliate link to this particular deck. So you can buy a certified, a real copy, and I hope that you love it. I have not seen more than 5 of these cards, so I hope that we both love it. So, because I bought it with my own money. It wasn't a gift, so I'm hoping like, okay, I hope this is something that is awesome. But I'm going to tell you something, just from like looking at the box, I'm like, if all the artwork looks like this, I'm going to like this. So we're getting ready to find out. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to other people who might want to see this deck, and please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All my information, plus my Patreon, my PayPal, my Cashapp, my Ask an Aquarius merchandise, and a bunch of other stuff is underneath this video. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm alleviated of its plastic because I have not opened it. I have not looked at it at all. I always like to look at my decks with you guys the first time. I love doing that. That's why, if you notice, I really review a lot of decks, because I like you guys to see them with me. And I like you to get my real authentic first impression of it. Alright, so this is a Lo Scarabeo deck. Lo Scarabeo, I think is how you pronounce that. Let's just see. I'm looking to see if we got any prices on here. Oh, it says it's the borderless edition. I love a good borderless deck. We in for a treat, guys. So those are the sides of it. We saw the back, we saw the top, we saw everything. Yep, let's get inside. Alright, it's a standard tuck box. You know the drill. These are the industry's, industry strength, standard for the most part. Sometimes people go above and beyond and give us a beautiful box. The only problem I have with the tuck box is that I always destroy it eventually. That's my only issue with it. So I do prefer the harder boxes. We have a little white book, again, industry standard, in black and white with no pictures. That's what most people do. There's one extra card in here. I always use these for bookmarks. I got a lot of bookmarks, as you might imagine. Alright, so this is at the end, in case you would like to read this. That was the last card at the bottom. Okay. Alright, we're going to get started, because the first thing I want to do is I want to show you the card itself. So it is thin. This is the same quality from this company. It has a nice bounce back, but it is thin. And some people complain about that, but I do not. Because I'm going to tell you something. These types of decks shuffle like a dream. And when you're doing tarot, if you have a deck that has a very thick card stock, it is the absolute most difficult thing in the world to shuffle. And for me, that messes with my intuition. If I'm trying to tap in and I'm having a hard time shuffling the cards, I'm going to change the deck. I'm going to go to a deck that's easier to shuffle every time. So That's why I love the decks from this company. This is the back of it. It is a standard size tarot card. It is not too big, it's not too small. Good for perfect and medium and large hands. Pull it up just a bit, right about there. I don't want the glare on your face, so I'm going to give you an angle. Good. Oh my goodness. I love the fact that it's borderless. That's the first thing that gets me. Love it. So I love the size. I love the thinness of the cards. I like the backs. I'm feeling that it's borderless. The artwork so far is really pulling me in. My goodness. Wow. It's definitely not a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. Like it's popping off from the very beginning. From the very beginning, it's letting you know that it is its own thing. Like this deck is like, look. It looks like the Empress. She does look pregnant too. You can't really tell, obviously, you know. You can never really tell if a woman is pregnant. It could be anything, but, you know, and this, it looks like it. I like the sky. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm feeling a difference in skin tone, too. We have darker, we have lighter. And it's Afro-Brazilian, so we're expecting them to be, you know, from that part of the world, you know, Afro-Brazil kind of energy. And people of African descent, we come in different colors. We come very, very, very dark to very, very, very light. So I like to see that represented when I see a deck that has, you know, African Americans, Afro-Brazilians, you know, whatever the case is. I like to see that represented because it shows all the diversity within that one group. So I like that. Like, I'm more of a brown skin, you know, and I have family members that are either 5 shades lighter or 5 shades darker. So I like seeing that represented. See, okay. All right. It looks like to me, I'm looking at a lot 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they definitely did their own thing with this deck. Definitely. Because this is, wow. Because what I'm seeing here is the Orisha. I'm seeing like what I think was Shango. I saw the twins just now. I'm seeing what I think are the Orisha. So they're using the Orisha, it looks like, as the major arcana. Okay, this is the one that's on the back of the card. So it is what I would refer to as the Wheel of Fortune. This has got to be Oya. I love it. I love the scenes. I love the scenes that they're in. I love the colors that they're using. I love it. And the items that they have. Like, I'm familiar with the items that they're using. Like the rattle thing in his hand. I've seen that a million times. I love the fire. I definitely should have got this years ago. I was tripping. I was really tripping. I love that. Wow. The art is really impressive. You know, y'all know I'm going to use this. That's Barone. I know Barone when I see Barone, and that's Barone. Yeah, I'm recognizing a lot of these spirits from my own personal work, or from, you know, rituals I've been to, or from reading. I'm recognizing a great deal of these. I've worked with Oya. I've worked with Oshun. I've worked with Yewa. I've worked with Yemenya. So I'm very, very familiar. Oh, and they're so, that's beautiful. Look at that. Can you imagine, like, when I look at a card, I put myself in the card. So can you imagine standing there in the middle of this pool under a full moon doing your rituals, maybe a water ritual, cleansing ritual? This is just like amazing. Because I do rituals all the time, but they're inside. I've done a lot of them outside too, but I mean, at this point, they're mostly inside. And it's just so beautiful to be right under the moon or right under the rising sun. Because these traditions are earth honoring traditions, so it's beautiful to be out in the earth. I love their movements, the gracefulness of their bodies, how they're all doing different actions. But to be honest with you, I'm going to have to look at the guidebook. I'm going to have to sit with this little white book and look at these, because even though I recognize many of, you know, the spirits that are there, I'm going to have to really look and see what the interpretation is going for, because some of them look a little different. Like the Chariot looked totally different. The Lover's card looked totally different. Oh, the Cups. The Cups is my favorite suit. They look like vessels. The two. So these are kind of pippish. But I don't mind that because they're very illustrated. They're not just showing you the same image over and over again. I didn't buy Star Trek The Next Generation because of that. I was like, oh, you're kidding me? Oh, I love that. Oh. So I don't know if the meanings are exactly the same with these. I would have to read it. Because there is so many differences. Like if this is the 5 of Cups, he's knocking over 1, and usually with the 5 is 3 knocked over and there's 2 standing up. So I gotta look at the guidebook and see, or just read it by the number. And this would be the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups is usually children. It's usually about nostalgia in the past and feeling innocent. So I definitely think that they've made some differences here. So this is going to be interesting to learn. I love that. I love a good learning deck. So if you're somebody who has been doing tarot for a long time and you really like these images, and you want to do something new, you want a little challenge, this would be it. This would definitely be it, because it's not the same old symbolisms. I mean, you know, the vessels are clearly cups, so some things are very recognizable, but the way that they put them together, like this is usually the 10 of Cups is a family, but there's no family here. There's just one gentleman doing some type of looks like a water ritual or something like that. So this would be a nice challenge. This will be a nice challenge. I love that. Wow. Okay, this is the Knight. Okay. Awesome. And here's our Queen of Cups. I love how she's in the ocean, like she's gathering water. Yeah. And here's our King. Our King is kind of fiery though. He got a cup in his hand, but he got a lion, which is usually associated with the King of Wands. And we see a lot of fire in the sky. So this in red he has on, so he's definitely a fiery King of Cups. Now, what is this one? This will be Pentacles. Okay, this is Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is very recognizable. The Two of Pentacles is very recognizable. I like the old man. I love the use of diversity with age too. It's a lot of age diversity. There's gender diversity. There's different color diversity. I don't see a lot of body type diversity. That is something that could be a nice addition, but I don't see that. But I'm digging the fact that I'm seeing these elders in here. So I'm liking. I like that. I like that a lot. I love it. I love to see a deck that celebrates the elders. The older I get, the more I notice the elders. Or lack thereof in some decks. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they've made a lot of very different, unique choices here. So I'm looking like, okay, this is definitely a teaching deck. And then look at him. He looks totally different than everybody else. I love that. Because that's how it is in our community. You'll have somebody walk up with lighter skin, with straighter hair, and this is my cousin. You know? It's like, that's how our community is. Any people of African descent will tell you that's how it is. I didn't see as much of it on the continent of Africa, but I mean in the diaspora. That's where I really see those differences. I mean, there is differences in color on the continent too, but I see more differences, more ranges in the diaspora. I think it really just depends on like where you are, what cultures you know intermarry with. All that kind of plays a part of it. And I've never been to Brazil before. I've only seen pictures of Brazilians online, and I saw the same contrast, the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. So yeah, you don't see a lot of body diversity. The body types are pretty much fit, or what I would call average body types. That's the only thing it really doesn't have. It has all the other hallmarks of diversity for this particular group. And she's outside doing her ritual. This is making me want to go outside and do my next full moon ritual. I guess I could do it on the balcony. Oh, wow. I'm thinking this might be ancestor work. I don't know, but I'm just thinking that. Okay. So the wands are the sticks. Got it. Yeah, they definitely are doing their own thing. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is usually a person who is... This could fit the Seven of Wands, though. It's usually a person who's being persistent. So they could be, the look on her face, they could be... This is cool, though. I like getting teaching decks. I like this. Check this out. The one before and the one after it. I see this with several of them. Like the one before it and the one after it is a continuation of whatever the scene was. So I like that. That's a cool choice. See? And I saw them do that with the 2 and the 3 of Pentacles, I think it was. So I like that choice. There's a lot of rituals going on here. There's a lot of people that are doing different types of cleansing rituals. I only know the ones like this looks like a smoke cleanse to me. I saw some ancestor work, you know, so cool. Love that. I love that horse. Awesome. Love the horse. Oh, look at her. Okay, body type. She's my size. Hey. Okay. So we do got some body types going on here. We got, all right. Yes. I can fit that outfit. Okay. Okay. So we do have some. We got some perfect bodies. We have some older bodies. We have some thinner bodies. And now we're getting a few larger bodies. Awesome. And lots of older people. I love that. Some decks, they have like one old person. And when I see him, I'm excited because I'm like, yes. But this deck is really like celebrating all the different, wait a minute, careful. Okay. This deck is celebrating all the different stages of life. So I love that. 3 of Swords. Looks like the 3 of Swords is still not good. It still looks like it's the 3 of Swords. The 4 of Swords. Six. Is that 5? That's 5. Okay. I think this is very sweet. Look at that. The family in the background. I love that. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. The wood, the way that it was painted, that's really cool. So I don't know if I don't know how they created this art, but I really like it. I don't know if it's painted or that one looked painted, but I don't know if that's what it is. But it looks really nice. Awesome. The outfit she has on is fire. I love that white. I've seen all of these outfits in rituals. Yoruba, Santeria. I've seen all of these in rituals I've been invited to. Beautiful. The use of dance, dancing into a frenzy, going into trance, and probably letting the spirits ride her. It's kind of like when you let the spirits speak and talk through you. We call it letting them ride you. And then there's this one. Okay, awesome. So we are going to take a look and see what they tell me, because I'm sitting there like, she got to be the Queen of Swords, which is one of my cards all the time. So we're going to look. Now, mind you, this company puts their guidebook in more than one language. So I see English and a bunch of other languages here. So we're going to go to the swords and we're going to check out our queen. It says sadness. Oh, wow. Privation, understanding, intuition. Okay. So that's not really that different. That's good. Okay. Okay, so it's based on the tradition of Ifa. Okay, perfect. So, yeah. But the problem I'm having is, let me see. Oh, okay, here go the major arcana. Okay, and they tell us each. Okay, so the major arcana does tell us the names of each Orisha. So we'll know. All right, let me look at the one I said was Barone. Okay. Passion, rage, and deceit. Okay. Yeah, these are a little bit different. Let's take a look. We got a moment. Let's take one look at one of these ones that look different to me. This one looks very different. Let me show this to you. 6, 7. 7 is in general the Chariot. So I would be expecting something that's rolling, and there's two kids standing there. So let's see what it says. 5, 6, 7. Chariot. It's still called the Chariot, and it says Orisha. The child represents twins. Okay. Therefore, the duality, shadow and reflection, body and soul. Oh, okay. So it's like on the Chariot where it's two different horses, two different colors pulling you in two different directions. So that's how they're associating it. So they're doing it under the umbrella of Yoruba and Ifa, but they're corresponding it with different elements of the tarot. That is very brilliant. Awesome. All right, let's see another one. We got time for one more. Because I also saw the Lover's card. And I was like, where's the other lover? Where's my lover? Okay, 6. All right, it says here, it is the Lovers. And it says, Orisha of hunting. He ensures food for his people. Falling in love, union, and choice. Okay, so it represents his love for his people. So we get in love from that sense, not romantic love sense, but still love. Okay, all right. Like I said before, you definitely, with this deck, you have to look at the guidebook and study it, and then make the connections. That's cool. I like that a lot. I'm really feeling that. That's awesome. All right, guys, so if you're interested in the challenge, look underneath this video. I really love the artwork. I love this deck. Let me see something. It's great. It's going to shuffle great. Great for the hands. Let me see a quick shuffle. Yeah, it's awesome. Great shuffle. No problems. Not too slippery. I love it. I'm on it. This is awesome. So if you like these images and you're feeling it and you want something to study that could be very meaningful, I strongly suggest this. All right, guys, you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.